Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Ria. I hope you guys are all doing really well, staying indoors, staying healthy, keeping up your immune system, boosting it at most. So I'm just gonna talk again. I'm not doing much talking, as you can tell, for the past few videos that I've done, and I don't really see the need to at the moment, but I might do so again soon. But anyways, I just wish to talk about this subject called racism. I think it's quite a touchy subject because people have been throwing racism around and it's just really bad and it's just not right. And so I just want to pinpoint some things about. So as you all know, I'm Asian. I'm born in Canada, even though my family is Chinese immigrant. Well, not Chinese, but immigrants from Hong Kong. So I'm a Canadian citizen. So the newest racism that is happening is China. I just want to say that please do not group all the Chinese, all the Asians, whether they are Korean, Taiwanese, people from Hong Kong, mainland China, or Japan. Please don't group them into one category, because I understand that we're all upset, angry, stressed about the situation with the whole pandemic because of how the Chinese government is handling things, and I don't blame you for that, but it is wrong to assume that Chinese people, not the Chinese government, the Chinese people, the citizens, want this to happen. No, we don't want it to happen. I think if you look at the news, many of the news, or some of the channels like Loud 86, was it? Or any people that's talking about China in general, they all talk about Chinese government, not the Chinese people, because the Chinese people don't want this to happen. And what is more is that people outside of Wuhan, the people in China outside Wuhan, are being racist against people who are from Wuhan. So the thing is, citizens of Wuhan does not want this to happen, and the people of China does not want this to happen. Note that please do not group Hong Kong people and mainland China people together, because we are entirely different people. At most, majority of people in Hong Kong do not see themselves as part of China. I just want to make that clear. Another thing is that I kind of noticed, like I said, people outside China are targeting at Chinese people because of their look and because they're wearing a face mask, and some got hit, attacked, and that is not right. And because yes, China is the first country to be hit by this pandemic, but majority of the people in China wants to let other people know the truth of the situation. However, when they did, next day, they're gone. The Chinese government shut them up. At most, if you want to blame someone, don't blame the Chinese community. Don't blame the citizen from China, don't blame people that are Chinese, because at most people that are Chinese, they might never have set foot in China at all. They might have been born in America, but they just happen to be Chinese in ethnicity, and or they be a British citizen, or they're born in Britain, UK, or they're born in Canada. Basically, don't generalize. It is wrong. And at most, the one that you should actually blame is probably the Chinese government, because they keep on covering up everything. They lie about everything. They try to cover up everything. So if you want to blame someone, blame the Chinese government for all of this to happen. If they had took action ahead of time, and things would not have gotten this worse. So yeah, that's my word on the whole Chinese racism that's happening. And the thing is, I don't agree with what the Chinese government is doing. I don't like the Chinese government, and I would never ever set foot in China. I don't like China. After visiting it the first time, and I was I think I was 8 years old or 9 years old. Either way, I have nothing to do with this. So I would say that if you see Chinese people, Asian people wear masks, don't attack them. Don't be racist towards them, because they're doing their part in trying to help everyone. They're wearing face masks in order to protect themselves, but also to protect you. Face mask is important. So please, you may think that face mask does nothing, but it does, because you're covering yourself. You're covering your nose, your mouth from any potential droplets from people, or even you don't know if they're going to cough. Some people don't even bother to wear a mask, and they're just going cough, cough, cough. You don't know where the droplet's going to go. So at most, wear a mask to protect yourself, to protect others. And statistically, there is a statistic of countries that will wear masks and countries that are not wearing masks. The ones that are wearing masks, they have lower ratings of people affected by this pandemic compared to people who are not wearing masks. You could go and Google it and search it yourself, but there's a difference. There's a reason why we are wearing masks. And to be fair, I say Taiwan did a good job in tackling this situation. Especially with the first case that came out in Wuhan, they went at it. They tackled it, let other people in their own country, Taiwan, know about it. And I applaud them. And we should at least follow in Taiwan resume, because it might help us. So yeah, aside from China, I also wish to say about other racism, especially in terms of people, America, Canada, Australia, any countries that are ruled by white people. I just wish to say this first and foremost. The whole racism is also getting really out of hand. I noticed this because even though if white people were to say something wrong, even though they're not trying to be racist, and they don't like the person because of what they did, their actions, and so for example, the guy who's a guy remains white and the other person is Hispanic, black, wherever we want, that's basically is not white. So the the white person or guy does not agree with the other person's actions in terms of something that's moral, they feel it's morally wrong, they say out to them, and the Hispanic, black, whatever, any kind of people from different culture, ethnicity, they would take offense and they just call out racism and just verbally attack the white person. So this is what is happening around the world. This is what I noticed. And the thing is, they use racism card it's like in a manipulative way, which is wrong. If you want to call out someone that's actually racist, then say it when they actually are racist. But if you call someone that is racist just because they don't agree with what you're doing, not because of your race, then that is wrong. This is how I see it. For example, if I were to give an example, I would say what kind of person would be defined as a racist? Like the recent topic is Sharon Lester. She has this kind of hatred towards Hispanic people, and I think there was a clip of her telling illegal immigrants to be deported, go back to their own country. That kind of scenario is almost like Trump in a stand. Yeah, that is racist because you're telling people that is Hispanic to go back to their own country. You don't want them. That is what I mean by racism here. And she also has a beef with Selena Gomez and everything. So there's that. She's a fine example of a racist. Another fine example is probably Donald Trump. I think there was before he became president, there was a rally of African American or black people or Jamaican. He won't let them into his rally, whatever it was, and yeah, it was a big mess. And I feel like the whole term racist has been kind of twisted, and it's just wrong. I just want to let you guys know what I think about this term and how it's being used loosely, in people using it in a manipulative way, and I don't like that. And I don't like it when people who are actually racist and being racist towards people that are different colors than them. I don't like that as well. But I also don't agree with people who call out a white person being racist just because they don't agree with the actions and they will call out on it. I don't agree with that. The thing is, I'm quite neutral in stance of the term, but I won't ever call someone racist. I'm always try to be accepting of them. I have a couple of friends that are black, Indian, Hispanic. I accept them because it's not who they are I care. It's not what they are I care about. It's not about the race. It's about who they are. What I care about is who they are on the inside. That is what I care about. That is what matters. So I would suggest, I'm not trying to preach here, but I just want people to be aware, please do not spew the word racism around so carelessly. And also be aware when someone is actually being a racist. Like, for example, how Meghan Markle somehow manipulatively make everyone and projects to everyone that UK is a racist country when UK is not. So there's that as an example. So I just want you guys to understand what I'm trying. I hope I do make things clear. I hope you guys still understand what I'm trying to say despite my accent. I do apologize. I try to enunciate clearly the best I could. So I do hope you understand whether you agree with me or not on this. This is how I see it. This is how I feel, and I feel like this term has been dragged on like long enough, and I just want to let it out. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time on my next video. If you like this video, please like this video. If you want to hear more videos, see more videos that I upload, please hit the bell button for more notification. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy.